Hey guys, Lincoln Parks here, and today I want to talk about the Creativity Cafe. If you're looking for something to do on the weekend, you need to visit the Creativity Cafe. They're located at 99 Highway 81, Suite 101 in the South Point Shopping Center. We're talking about at the Creativity Cafe, we're talking about the pottery wheels that you can get done. We're talking about McDonough, the pottery painting, canvas painting. They have it all at the Creativity Cafe. So I urge you to go down, support this local business, and go to the Creativity Cafe. You're looking for something to do. You're always saying, "Oh, there's nothing to do in Henry County." Oh my God, no, there is, and it's at the Creativity Cafe. Make sure you give them a call, 678-272-2431. And also make sure you tell them that Lincoln Parks from My Local Henry sent you. Just have a fun time, get some painting, get some of your friends together, bring the kids, do whatever, host a party if you want to. But remember to get down to the Creativity Cafe. Go search them, look them up. Go on mylocalhenry.com and look up the Creativity Cafe, or just give them a call at 678-272-2431. The Creativity Cafe. Make sure you get it done. Go support a small business. See ya.
This is the I'm Local podcast with Lincoln.
Hey guys, I want to welcome you to the I'm Local podcast. Today I have on Ms. Geni Reed, branch market manager for Ameris Bank here in Henry County. Geni, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Welcome as well. And I appreciate you having me on today.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to start real informal here. This is, we're not formal. Okay, I got a question for you. How in the world every single year you win the Henry County Chamber Halloween contest? Like, what's going on? I mean, you got that on lock.
Well, it's something fun, and I kind of deem it as a way to really just have fun one day out of the year. It started out as, just something very, low key fun for me to do. And then I realized that, we got a lot of people participating, and it just seemed like something I really wanted to just kind of strive and get into. That's fun, that's entertaining. And of course, the chamber is like one of my, loves to be a part of.
Yes,
It's just so fun. And I kind of build my whole year on this one day because it's like, again, literally the only day I could not wear a blazer or a suit or,
that's right. That's right.
running around tournaments. So it's just something super fun. And I think the encouragement of the chamber members kind of helped as well because they kind of anticipate. So, what are you going to be this
Like,
year?
what's next?
Right. So it's like I kind of set this bar like, oh, I got to step my game up. So that's kind of I try to build on each year. And the goal is really not to win, but it's just really to just create some excitement around it and to just
Yes.
celebrate our members and all that we do for the chamber all year round. So
Well, you have accomplished that and more, and you're phenomenal with that. Especially and speaking of the chamber, I know you are heavily involved with the Chamber of Commerce, and you guys are like intertwined, at the hip when it comes to the chamber. So you're always doing stuff in the community. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Just share some of the things that you're doing in the community to with the Ameris Bank and just getting out there and helping the community thrive.
absolutely. I definitely think, where I work in the chamber is just a great marriage, right? So I feel like Ameris Bank affords me the opportunity to be able to serve. And one of the great advantages that I have with being in Henry County, I live here, I serve here, and I work here. So I have great investment and great roots in this county. So kind of being able to have that partnership where I can do the things that the bank support me to do, it just makes my job so much easier, so much more pleasurable to do. And it's a win-win situation. Of course, there's advantages because you're kind of the go-to person when people think of Ameris Bank. Of course, with other members of the bank as well, but you form those relationships and establish those trusts with other chamber members members, and it's kind of like this is the person you think of because I see them all the time. She
Right.
supports me in what I'm doing. So it's a reciprocal thing, and I find that I've just benefited so much from just involving myself with the ambassador committee, with Leadership Henry,
Yes.
all the other pieces and aspects of, the Women's Leadership Council, just
Mm,
attending the women's, empowerment summit and the coffee
that's
hours, and all of those things are just really, really important for me. And it just helps my job and what I do every day so much easier when you have those connections and form those relationships. So it's just a great marriage. It's a really great marriage.
that is so true because having the connections in the community and people knowing you're going to volleyball games and you're here in the community and you're doing things and everybody knows you. It just makes it that much easier for people to come to you when there's financial things that they need to get taken care of. So
Absolutely.
so speaking on that, from a financial aspect, I know, you work with small businesses and you work with consumers. What are some trends that you're seeing right now, like in the financial space? Let's talk first from a small business owner standpoint. What are some things that you guys are seeing there at Ameris?
Well, some of the things that we see, of course, I think Henry County has a very large, just family owned, operated businesses. And, those types of business owners want to kind of work with a bank that has that community bank feel. So I think we kind of have a little bit of an edge as
Yes,
far as really being able to serve those clients because they really want to be able to bank with someone that's going to have direct access and to be able to handle those immediate needs. So we're seeing a lot of the startup businesses and the small business community leveraging their way this way because there's a lot of banking turmoil, so to speak, going on. Sometimes some of our customers feel a little bit uncomfortable when they learn that there's some things going on in the economy, or when a bank gets acquired, or if there's branches that shut down, they get very, this is like very personal to them. So when they come see me or anybody on my team, they have somebody that's been tenured. I have
that's right.
almost 9 years just with the bank alone, and pretty much all my team has been here 9 or 7 plus 8 years. I have a 34-year employee. I have a 24
Wow.
year employee. I have a 15 and a 20-year. So, we have
Wow.
people that kind of sat in that same seat, so to speak. Of course, moved around, but they want to go to somebody that they can really trust, that they know that's going to be here. And we have some banks in our community that have, people like that. And you tell it, you can tell it makes a difference. So, that's kind of
Absolutely.
like what we're seeing because of the recent turmoil in the financial industry. They just want to come somewhere where they feel like it's a community. They're going to service me in the way that I need. I'm not going to feel like I'm a part of this large number. I
Right.
have direct access to their phone. I can walk in and see them and not have to schedule an appointment. So
That's
those are
right.
kind of what I'm seeing a lot of. People just, they want a relief, and they want, their funds protected, and they want to be able to bank with someone that they know is going to be there and not kind
Mm,
of disappear.
that's right. That's right.
So
That
that's kind of a little bit of an advantage that we have here within our institutions here. So it's definitely, a blessing to kind of, have that leg up here in the community.
that's such a true statement because just being able to, like you say, just walk into the bank and this person. I mean, it's like we're friends. It's like you have that relationship where it's like, okay, you're dealing with my money and I trust you because
Mhm.
I know you from being in the community. And that is such a key point and so important for local business owners and small business owners in the community. When you guys, like, there's products out there like a HELOC or something like that. But small businesses right now, with the economy
Mhm.
shifting, going up and down, like, do you see a lot of small businesses or consumers like taking advantage of what a HELOC is? And then could you explain that a little bit?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of a way that a lot of our business clients leverage their way to some capital to kind of help build their business if they don't necessarily have the financials or the support to kind of get a loan, so to speak. So a HELOC is just a home equity line of credit and affords you the ability to borrow from the equity of your home. And with the way the market has been trending, a lot of our business owners or soon to be business owners have been able to leverage that because their property values of their home has increased significantly.
Yes,
So they
yes,
have more access to more funds to be able to put elsewhere and to help build their businesses, because most of the time we have great customers that have a vision, they just don't have the money or they don't have the long-term trends to support a 2-year history of financials and things of that nature to actually qualify for a loan. So
right,
that's kind of a direction that we really try to help our clients maneuver, to kind of help get them started in, entrepreneurship or just even supporting their dreams of becoming a business owner. So, the rates are stabilizing and they find that, hey, I can get access to this large amount of money and,
yes,
I don't have those same tax implications upon me, and I can pay it off, over
that's
a
right.
certain amount of time or even have access to this line for a 10-year period. So there's definitely some advantages to utilizing that HELOC to do the things that you need to do with your business.
Well, thanks for breaking that down because I know a lot of people. This is buzzwords you hear people talking
Mhm.
about, and maybe someone that may be listening to this or watching it may not even have known that was an option for them. So if you guys hear that, make sure you go into Ameris Bank, talk to Jenny, and you make sure you talk to her about that HELOC product that they have. So that's important. Now,
Mhm.
speaking of in the community, I'm just going to switch gears on you totally
Okay.
right now. So what are some things that your family, you guys like to do in the community? You say you live here, you're in Henry County, you work here. Like, what are some things that you guys like to do?
So, of course, having children in Henry County kind of makes things a little bit more balanced and exciting because there's always things that they want to do.
Right.
And when I first moved to Henry County over 10 years ago, I found myself having to travel outside of the county to take advantage of the local restaurants or fun activities. And what I love that I know a lot, there's like a double-edged sword with this. When you have a growing community, there's always some people that shy away from that and don't like that because of course Henry County is known for traffic. Henry
That's
County is
right.
known for, oh my gosh, they're building another community.
Right.
But what I'm finding is that, and what I'm excited to see is the growth in the sense of, I don't have to travel to Atlanta to go to Sprouts, or I don't have to
That's
go
right.
to a different county to go to, a discount club, warehouse, or even shopping. I'm finding that a lot of these places are blossoming and makes localized, just supporting your local community just even more pleasurable. And of course the bowling is definitely skating,
Yes.
eating,
Yes.
the restaurants we have, and that's kind of the joys of being a part of the chamber, because you can go to these ribbon cuttings
Yes.
and you get firsthand exposure of these businesses that are blossoming.
That's
And
right.
I always try to support when I go. And, we did a nutrition bar and a new tapas bar and, nail salon or a spa. I mean, these things are
Yes.
just
Yes.
the new Chick-fil-A. I mean, that was huge.
That's right.
Shout out to Mayor Ford and all the Stockbridge team over
That's right.
there.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
that was
amazing.
huge. I mean, it was huge buzzwords, buzz around, the bridges at Jodico and that area over there. Just knowing that you have something local and close that you can do your shopping, your Starbucks, all of that over there. So we love just patronizing the community and staying local. And it serves me so much that I don't have to travel outside of the county to really
Yes.
enjoy.
That's
I
right.
mean, because I've been there and it was just always that nightmare of parking, or, I have to travel 45 minutes in traffic, and to
That's
get
right.
good food or good service, we have to go here. It's all local and it's continuing to grow. So that's kind of the exciting part of being in this county, and of course the kids enjoy it as well, just seeing what we have upcoming in their community.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's so great to have a growing community with so many
Mhm.
different options that you and who I mean, you go to Atlanta every now and again, but if we could stay here and support the local community as much as
Mhm.
we can, that's what we want to do. So,
Absolutely.
I'm glad you're doing that. So last question I got for you is, if there's an entrepreneur or a small business owner, somebody coming up with some idea, and they don't know where to start, don't know what to do, from your banking experience and finance and all that, what advice would you give to like a local entrepreneur, small business owner that's thinking of getting started?
Well, I definitely advise that they should definitely have a plan.
Hmm.
I know sometimes people's vision outweighs what they have in front of them and what the reality is. So we try to advise them on just, statistics and trends of what we're seeing and what we feel would be beneficial, but just really ensuring that they have what they need in order to stabilize, because we know, what is it, like 60% of all startups, fail after the
Well,
first year.
yep,
And that's kind of like one of those things that I try to be very real about. So we really want to make sure that we set that customer up with everything that they need in order to have, stability and
that's right.
everything that they need to kind of keep things going. So when they do talk to me and they realize, once they talk to me more, they know that I'm more involved in the community than just this office or this desk. They know
Right,
that they have a resource. So just
right,
making sure that they leverage those resources. So when I do start a business, I tell them all about, what's in Henry County, and even the chamber, or even other organizations that would be beneficial. I mean, we have several business organizations that support here in Henry County, local nonprofits, if they have a passion, if they want to give back, just really connecting them and showing them
right,
that, there's more to just, because a lot of them come in thinking that they're alone. Like, I don't know where to start. I don't know
right. Yeah,
who to talk to. And my job goes beyond just opening that account, is really arming them with everything that they need to be successful and to just sustain themselves. Because I want to be able to support. I'm going to send my team members, my family may shop there. I want to do those
that's right.
things if we really believe in what you're doing, especially if I have any type of investment in it. So it's just really trying to build that connection and really letting them know that there's so much out here. There's so many resources that they can tap into to kind of help grow their business beyond just, this office. So that's really my job, is just make sure that they have the connection they need to really sustain and be successful.
Yeah, yeah, man, that's powerful.
Mhm.
So, Jenny, I really appreciate you, coming on and just sharing and sharing all the financial advice that you give, and also about what you do in the community and how you do it. You are one of the pillars in the community that everybody knows you in the community. So that's a great thing for Ameris Bank, because they have someone like you that's representing the company. And it's a great thing for Henry County, for all of us to have
Mhm.
you here in Henry County. So thank you so much for being on and sharing that advice.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And no one can do this alone. So we have a great team here with Ameris Bank. So we have, several leaders and several people that are really, really involved. And that just, again, helps my job. It just makes my job so much more enjoyable and fun. So I appreciate all that you do, Lincoln, in the community, because you're one of the first impressionable people that I've met coming into the community and seeing you and all that you've done. So I just appreciate, everything that you've done and just where you are now, and just showcasing all of the important people and the people that may have gone unnoticed that we don't know about. You are putting them on the spotlight so we can see what they do, because there's a lot of worker bees here that do all the work, but they don't get necessarily the shine that they deserve. So thank you for that.
No problem at all. It's that's what we do. That's what we do in this community. So we help each other out. So I appreciate you, appreciate your time, and I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Lincoln.